Thank you for tuning in with Majestic Life Solutions with Coach Kizzy. Um, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, Instagram? So, a quick little talk. So let's jump in. I always been the type of person that I listen to people's problems. So I listen to people's problems. Let's put my problems out there for the world to hear. So I'm not gonna talk about what's going on, how it's going on, or whatever. I don't care about it. I don't care about that. But my thing is, the only thing that I cared about what I've been working on, like she just asked or whatever, what I've been working on, like for years. So my thing is, I always had in my mind, and when I got stripped from that, it seemed like my whole world was upside down. So I've been doing CNA work for 19 years. 19 years. So I've been working on, so like how I know that everybody want their parents or grandparents to be treated and stuff like that. So I know what my passion was and what I wanted to do, what I liked to do. So I was gonna go back to school to be a nurse, but I just didn't want to do that only because like when you're a nurse and you're CNA, it's different. That means your roles change. I don't want to sit behind a desk and not be able to have physical contact with the residents or whatever. I want to be able to talk to them, get to know them, make them feel comfortable about where they at and everything, make them feel like they at home. So when I got stripped from that, when I got robbed from that, and that got taken away from me, that's the only part that hurt it. Anything else, I don't care about. I don't care about. So what I have been working on, just to speak the truth, I've been working on like as in now, like that's why I started um looking into the wholesaling because I can wholesale. If I wholesale, then that means either I can get my own houses. So I was gonna get a couple of houses and stuff like that until I get enough money to get a building, and I was gonna have the group home. I was gonna have the group home as in like like for my residents to come for they can feel like they actually at home. And if they know how to cook, that I'll be in the kitchen with them. They can learn how to cook. They can do things like they do at home, so they can feel like they at home. If they have the house junky or their room junky or whatever, that's their room. That's what they feel like. If that's what they feel like they want to do, that's what they want to do. So that's why I was doing the wholesaling to give me some properties to get me enough money to do that part right there. So I know with wholesaling you don't need no kind of money and all that stuff like that. So I opened up a cleaning service business. Me opening up a cleaning service business is going to get me to a spot where I needed to be. The spot where I needed to be was getting enough money to start buying houses, opening up the group homes for the residents to feel comfortable. Because I know at a nursing home, I done watched movies, I done worked with them, and they feel like they always ask, I'm ready to go home. Yeah, I'm ready to go home. Why I can't go home? So with that in my heart, it makes me think like, okay, well, if they want to go home, then why not open up a group home and make them feel like they at home? And so I felt like the people that I hire, if you don't have my business is called Enough Loving. So if you don't have enough loving to deal with the type of things that I deal with a resident, if they spit on you, if they do this and they do that, then you can't hit them. You can't do none of that to the residents. If you feel like you can't handle the job, then go home. I can do it myself. And when I got stripped from that, when I got robbed from that, oh, that's what took me down. So that's what I've been working on for years, trying to get my group home up and running because I feel like we all gonna get old one day, And don't none of us want to go. Don't none of us want to go to a nursing home. We rather feel like we at home, where we can walk in the kitchen, where we can walk in the kitchen and see that it's a kitchen, where we can walk in the garage and see if it's a garage. We can go in the backyard if it's a backyard. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I've been working hard to be an entrepreneur as like I am. I don't. That's why when that happened, I was like, okay, well, I gave up on a lot of stuff, but now I'm working back on it because I know that God knows what I want to do, and He know what my passion is. He know what my passion is. He know exactly what I want to do. So that's why I was doing all these other businesses and stuff like that because to get to where I needed to be, the cleaning service, I like to clean. I like to clean. I'm still gonna do that. I'm still gonna do that also. But my thing was the passion for me was the group home because if my mom or my dad was living, if he had to go to a nursing home, I'd rather for him to go to a home. I'd rather for him to go to a home where he can get enough attention that he need, where he won't have to feel like where he had to feel like that ain't nobody coming to see him or this and that. Because it's a lot of people in this world, and I kid you not, that they have a lot of people in the nursing home and they do not go see them. And so that was gonna be my family. That's my family. I love to be around them. You learn a lot. They talk crazy. They do all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. They cuss you out, all that. Cuss you out, tell y'all, call y'all all kinds of names and stuff like that. But hey, that's what you got to do. You got to have a heart for it. You got to suck it up and be like, okay, well hey, they call me a name, okay, okay, I done make all worse, So that's my biggest goal in life, as in trying to get that going. And my biggest goal was to everything that I wished and I planned for, and I prayed about it and I asked God to just show me the way. I asked for, like I want a funeral home. I want a funeral home, and my funeral home, and I don't care if somebody else do it because it still ain't gonna be me. Still ain't gonna be me. But my funeral home, because all these prices are so high for when people pass away and stuff like that, I wanted to have something where I can give back to others. I know it's a lot of people be struggling and burying their people and stuff like this for a certain amount of money and stuff like that. And when they don't have insurance, you have to come up with a whole lot of money. I'm not money hungry. I'm not money hungry. So if I have it, if I know that a person come up in there and they tell me that they don't have no insurance or whatever, then hey, it's a short it's a I would do like a package, a package where it's gonna be cheaper than $2,000, something like that. Because everybody always want to charge money for just something that's just real simple. Something real simple where you can have it in your heart to say, you know what, I can give back. I done made enough money. I done made enough money. I can give back. So let me start trying to cut down the price. I don't care about what's going on in the world. I'm a one person. I'm a one person. When I say a one person, I'm just one human being. So if I'm by myself, then if I'm a billionaire, then what I'm gonna do with all that money? What am I gonna do with all that money? So that means I can help somebody. So if I run a funeral home, if I give this person a few funeral service, then that's me. That's on me because that's the kind of heart I have. So if that's what I wanted to do, to give back to the community or whatever it is, then that's what I'm gonna do because God knows who I am. I didn't decide to be an entrepreneur just because I wanted to make some money. Money comes and goes. I'm not money hungry. I'm not money hungry. What I am, what I am is trying to get things together for me to benefit me, To benefit me. When I say benefit me, it don't mean about money. Benefit me meaning doing what I'm supposed to be doing on this earthly land. And I know that when you strip my job away from me, that's the only thing that cut the cake. When you strip that from me, and you know what, and people know what I like to do, know what I like to do. But at the end of the day, Lakia's gonna get it all back. Gonna get it all back. And I ain't talking about no money. I ain't talking about no money, because I can walk this earth without no money and still do the things that I have to do. Still have to do the things that still would be able to do the things that I do. All I do is pray about it. I left it with God. God know who I am. Don't nobody on this earthly land in Dallas, Texas got to know who I am and what I'm about. Because I don't have to explain myself to you. But when I started opening up the cleaning service, that was gonna be my breakthrough. Regardless of not the breakthrough with this stuff. This was gonna be my breakthrough. To get enough to start doing something that I had a passion for. So then when I started looking at webinars, and stuff like that, and then they was talking about the wholesaling, and I'm like, because I've been trying to get a house or something, for just start off with one house or something, and then get my residence like that. And then so when I got over to my apartment, I don't even know what's going on with it. I don't care. So when I got over there, I started looking at stuff, and it was talking about wholesaling. I never knew nothing about wholesaling. I never knew nothing about it. So when I started getting into the webinars and stuff like that, so it was like, dog, you don't have to have no money. All you need is a piece of paper. A piece of paper to do wholesale. A piece of paper. And that is a contract. That's it. That's all. So I started doing that. Then so this stuff started getting worse and worse and worse. So I'm like, okay, well, then I wasn't comfortable about talking on the phone anymore. Which I don't talk on the phone no more, no, anyways. Like, I'll be ready to get off the phone. If I have to talk to somebody, I'll be ready to get off the phone. So I don't talk on the phone no more. I gotta get back used to talking on the phone. I'm back used to talking on live and everything. But other than that, then no. So that's what I was working on, my cleaning service business and stuff like that, which I showed everybody, like cleaning part. I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind cleaning. You have to do that on a daily basis anyway. Don't you wash yourself? That means you're cleaning. That don't bother me. That don't bother me. I don't care if they mess up like 1,000 times. I go up in there and clean it up. It's give me something to do. They give me something to do. I don't have to sit here and worry about, okay, well, what a drug man at. I don't have to worry about none of that, because I can get up there and clean up. And I don't know, the camera could be over here. That's why I'm looking this way, that way. So I don't know. It's up there, and the camera on this thing, I don't like it. So I be looking at myself with the camera up here. If I look up here, I don't know, but I have to look all the way up there. But anyways, but that's it. When they strip that, and then I've been trying to get my CNA license renewed. They won't even let me do that. I guess whoever they have and work in the government and stuff like that, they stop a lot of things. So can't get that renewed because it just won't let me do it, and they ask for this and they ask for that. So whoever working in the government or whatever don't won't let me get by and doing things that I need to do. So yeah, I do get frustrated sometimes, because that's a human being. Because I don't understand how somebody can just be so evil, just so evil. What kind of life are you living where you have to be evil? I just don't understand that. But we ain't talking about that. We're talking about me and my goals. And yeah, I want a house with a picket fence. No, I don't. I just want to be. I want to be able to. I want to be able to live comfortably. in peace. So if it's time for me to pack up and, cause I don't even know, see, I don't, that's why I say, I don't even know, like when people say vacations and stuff, I wouldn't even know how to take a vacation. Cause I wouldn't take a vacation because I would always be doing what I want to do. And that's putting my face in some work. I, if I go on vacation, then that means, hey, who gonna be there to watch my residents? Who gonna be there to watch me? So they're gonna have to go on vacation with me then, because that's just how I am. You ain't supposed to. I come back and one of my residents have a knot on their head because I'm gonna knot your head up real hard. No, they got a knot on their head. What they didn't have no knot on their head when I left. So that means they have to go with me. We'll pack up. We'll go. We'll go. I get a big old bus. I get a big old bus road trip. Let their family members know, man, we been going on a road trip. You understand? We're going to be safe. God got us. We're going to be safe. Road trip. Cause I look, and whoever worked for me, if you work for me, you still get paid while we gone. You still get paid. Just be at home, chill out. You still get paid. But at the end of the day, road trip, cause I'm taking them with me. You ain't supposed to bop their head up. You understand what I'm saying? To bop their head up and I get back and they got a knot on their head or they done fail. No. Road trip. And I have somebody, I have somebody else with me. Somebody else with me. So however many I have, they have this group, I have that group, but I gotta trust them too. Because if they get a knot on their head, then I'm gonna knot your head. I'm gonna knot your head. I'm not playing with people. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. When you be around, man, I'm telling you, because my daddy started getting dementia at well, he wasn't it wasn't early age. That man was 80. That man was 80. But he used to trip me out. He used to trip me out. Like he started acting like a baby. Like that stuff right there, it brightens my day. It brightens my day to see that especially if it's your parents, to see your parents go from here to there. See your parents go from here to there. And it was interesting because I never dreamed or I thought about that day was gonna be coming. Cause that man my daddy wanted to go to the club every Saturday, probably a Friday too. But I never seen that coming. I never seen it coming. So but when he was here, it was a trip. I wish him and my mama was together at the at the same time, like for real, and they both had it because I it's amazing to watch if you understand, like it's amazing to watch that. It's amazing to watch it. You learn from them. Man, I'm telling you, learn from them. I tell you, I learned a lot. I tell you, I learned a lot. I mean, like from elderly adults. I learned a lot. Do you understand? When I used to be out for work, I worked at a nursing home in Garland, and I stayed in Garland too. I stayed in Garland too, but it was a little farther out than where my job was. I worked there. I worked there, but it was only one Caucasian lady. She was a Caucasian lady, and she only requested me. So they took me in the office one day. They took me in the office one day, and they was like, Jackson, they called me Jackson. Jackson, we're gonna give, because can't nobody say no to kids. So that's why I tell all my residents my name is Jackson, because that's something that you can remember. So Jackson. So they took me in the office and they told me, I know that you be out for work. So when I ain't gonna say her name, she deceased now, and I cried when that lady passed away. I really cried. I really cried. I really did. But that lady right there, I'm not gonna give her name or whatever. But that lady, she used to call for Jackson. I'm not at work, so when they took me in the office, they told me we're gonna pay you more. We're gonna give you this amount of money. But when you off, if she don't want nobody else to change her or do anything, can you come up here? I said yeah. I said yeah. Cause that was my girl. Even though sometimes she used to call me. every 5 minutes, man. Every five, where's Jackson? I can hear her down the hallway. Where's Jackson? Tell Jackson I need him. Where's Jackson? And she probably didn't want to take her medicine, but I said, and I wasn't a med aid or nothing like that, so I couldn't give the medicine or nothing like that. But I got her to take the medicine. Mary. Oh, I almost said her name. My bad. But I used to. We're gonna just call her Sue. We're gonna call her Sue. Sue, can you take this medicine with me? And I don't know what I used to get her to say to get her to take the medicine, but she used to take the medicine for me. Used to take the medicine for me, and then like I had to come all the way back to the job. I came there, and she just didn't want nobody to do. So I got my little gloves on. I still got my street clothes on. Reminds you, I still got my street clothes on. I was on scrubs, and so I would have to do it. I would have to do it, but don't ever have nobody in nobody. That's why I say surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with good people because this right here is ridiculous. But yep, that's why I started doing my cleaning service business. I started doing my cleaning service business because I like to clean. I like to clean, and so I was gonna do that. I was gonna do the cleaning service business, into getting some houses, and then after the houses, then I was gonna put the houses up for rent. I was gonna put the houses up for rent. So put the houses up for rent, and then I was gonna open up me a building so they can feel extra comfortable. Where they can walk around, but just not no big building, like a probably a big enough house for all of them to be up in there. A big enough house for all of them to be up in there. That's what I was gonna do. And we all we all stay right there. We all be mad, but no, I was gonna have not a building, not a building. I'm not gonna say a building. I was gonna do like a big enough house, probably like a 5, 6 bedroom house where they can feel comfortable, but they still at home. I've seen 8 bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 bedroom house, man. Like for real, they're comfortable, comfortable. Not where they can walk in the kitchen and get them something to drink. And I went to one and be like, oh, don't go in that, don't go in that ice box, don't do that, don't do that, don't go in that Frigidaire, don't go in that Frigidaire. Like I want them to be able to go in the ice box. If you want a snack, man, you can't tell no grown adult not to get a snack. This is what I don't understand. If they hungry, get them you don't even have to give them a snack. Let them go up in there and get their own snack. Let them go up in there and get their own snack. Let them eat. Let them eat. Because if you at home or whatever, that's why I say like you got to have the same kind of passion that I have for them. You have to have the same kind of passion. So I will sit there and look at you crazy if you think that you can just go up in there and try to put a pillow over their head or whatever you try to do. Because I would kick your a hole for real. Anybody that I hire, I would kick their a hole, and I'm not playing. Because you don't come up in my establishment and thinking that you supposed to do something to my people. Oh no, baby. We don't go there. We don't go there now, kids. I don't play that. I don't play that. Like I work with this guy for a long time. And we done been a nursing home, and and I seen on the news where he was. I thought he was. I know he was lazy. He was lazy, but I know that he'll put his people in the bed. But it take him a long time to put all his people in the bed. he be still back there working. I'll be finished, man. I go if it's time for me to go, man. Hey, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. Go ahead and do it and get my people done. You know what I'm saying? I sit and I chill until they call me. I go hide in one of their rooms, talk to them. I'm not gonna tell no story. I did. I used to stay in one person's room all day, and my lights not going off because my people are done. They up. I done went to a nursing home where they say, "Oh, she ain't never been up." Who? You got her up? Mm-hmm. I sure did. I sure did get up because it's time for her to get up. Why she just gonna sit up in that bed and deteriorate? No, no, not on my view. But that's why I say, like, now that I know, I just can't go in. I can't go into work hungover. If I'm hungover, I'm not supposed to do nothing. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't do nothing. If I was hungover at the job, I didn't do nothing. I made sure they was changed and stuff like that. So that's why I say I'm glad that I'm a sober person now, because I can take care of them how it needs to be done. But I used to go to the job still hung over and didn't want to do nothing. I know how that feeling is. I know how that feeling is. So if you know better, you do better. I know that feeling. Trust me. Why my head keep leaning? Is this thing moving or something? Cause it's making me move my head every time it moves. I guess it moves when I shake the table, my desk. It ain't no table, it's a desk. It looks like a table, but it's a desk to me. It's my desk. But yes, that's exactly what. Like I used to go when I first started working at the nursing home and what's called what was that? Where I think some of these people that's on this thing, they worked with me there. But I started working there. I wasn't even there a month. I wasn't even there a month, and I got employee of the month. How you gonna be an employee? How you gonna come in and be employee of the month, and I ain't even been there a month? You understand? And I had my own parking spot in the front, but I never parked there because I used to go outside. I just park in the back. I didn't park in my parking spot. I had my own parking spot. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I was only there probably about 4 days, and I got employee of the month. Mm-hmm. Sure was. So don't don't do me. Don't do me. Let me tell you. I look. I just look like this, but I work hard. I work hard because when you work hard, what it do? It pays off. It pays off. So for me saying that, no, I don't want to be no pastor. I know how to bring people back to the Most High God, but I'm not gonna be no pastor. I'm not a pastor, but I know what my passion is. My passion is. I know what my calling was doing for me to take care of people, and that's all people. And with my coaching, because I like to talk with my coaching. That's why I took the class. That thing up there, that certificate up there. That's why I took the class. I took the class because I like to talk, and I know how to uplift somebody. I know how to give I know how to be a support system to someone. I know how to be a support system. So me being a support system to somebody, that means I'm coaching you down the line to get you to be the best version of yourself. And when you be the best version of yourself, then you know what you do. That's why I talk about best version of yourself first, because you got to be the best version of yourself when you come to the Most High God and you start understanding Him. It comes from within. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I always talk about. That's why I talk about being the best version of yourself. Because if you're not ready to be the best version of yourself, how you gonna be the best version to give to Him? Come on now, talk to me. Talk to me. Because you have to be all in. You have to be all in. You can't side. You can't sidetrack. You can't bounce out and bounce in. Can't bounce out and bounce in. It's all about being the best version of yourself, and then come to Him. That's why I talk about it. I talk about the best version of yourself because you gotta fix yourself first. Because he's not the Most High God is not gonna fix you unless you start from yourself. You gotta start yourself. If you start understanding that you gotta start on working on you, and then He'll work with you. But He want to see what you can do for yourself first before He can even come in the picture and see if you're gonna be able to be the best version of yourself like you want to be. That's how He works. He wants you to get you in order. When I sing the song "Get Your House in Order," we as the people are the house. We are the people or the house. Get your house in order. That means get yourself together. That's what that means. That don't mean get your physical house that you stay in. No, the house. that comes from within you. Get you together. Get you together. And then you work on the most high God. But still still getting in line. You still gotta pray every day. You still gotta do all that. That's still getting yourself together, being the best version of yourself. You got to pray. While you getting yourself together, pray. Pray while you doing it. Pray. He might not answer it then because he still wants you to get yourself in order. Get your house in order. When he start knowing that you getting your house in order and you got your house in order and you got your house in the right spot where it needs to be. Yes, Lord. He will seek after you. After you seek whatever you seeking, being the best version of yourself. That's why I talk about it all the time. I don't talk about I don't sit here and I don't talk about the most high God and what he can do for you and all this stuff right now because you have to be the best version of yourself. And knowing that you're gonna be committed to being the best version of yourself. You understand? If you understand that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about because it comes from your heart. You gotta fix it. You, as that individual, have to fix your heart yourself. Because if don't nobody else, if you can ask your boyfriend, you can ask your girlfriend, you can ask your husband, you can ask your wife to fix your heart. The doctor can't even fix your heart. The doctor can't fix your heart. Only you can fix your heart and make you the whole person that you want to be. Your own image of your own self. The image that God wants you to be. The image that He created you to be. So when you start understanding that, that's when you become a better version of yourself. But you got to sit down by yourself, not in a crowd, not in a pack. That means that's why I'm what? I'm isolated. You got to isolate yourself from the world. You got to isolate yourself from your friends. Just because I'm in a house with my sister and her kids, I don't be around them. I'm isolated. I'm isolated in this room by myself, becoming the better version of the kids. Not trying to be what they want me to be. Not trying to be what the kids want me to be. I'm still their uncle. I'm still her brother. But I'm isolated in this room. And I'm fine with that. So that's why you got to sit down by yourself and get to know who you are as an individual. Because if you don't, you will never know yourself. You will never know what you're capable of. You will never know your dreams and your goals and your hopes and your wishes. So get it in order. Get your house in order. And what I say your house is, you as a human being on this earthly land. It's you. You have to decide that I want to be something out of life. I want to fulfill my purpose before I leave this earth. It comes from within you. So what day are you gonna start? Today? Tomorrow? Don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised to nobody. If you want to start making the best version of yourself, then you need to start today. Because we're living in a now. When you start getting that through your brain and you say it every day to yourself, you'll understand life. And you know what, you guys? Just know that God loves you and so do I. That's my time, you guys. But anyways, that's my dreams and goals, and I hope you guys understand that being a better version of yourself, you can never go back to being who you were. Thank you, guys.